What's going on? It's your boy Brother L back with another one. Peace and blessings to everyone watching this. And to support me, go ahead, listen to the video and go ahead, like it. Subscribe to the channels, turn on post notifications so you get all my latest content. And comment your thoughts. I want to know what you think, even if you disagree. And this one is going to be on When She Cheats, It's Over. All right. So, now, and here's why I say that, all right? When she cheats, it's over. Now, I believe in marriages. All right. Now, state laws and all that, that's something that's separate. That's a contract between the state. But I believe in marriages between you, the woman, and God, and I definitely believe in that. All right. So, like I said, how we got to work that out with the state that he wanted to sign a state contract. That's cool. But ultimately, the Lord God is the one who is the glue and the one that holds that contract together, because it's an oath you make before you and the Lord. And excuse me, and you must understand it, and she must understand that before the marriage. If she doesn't understand that, or you don't understand that, it's not even. It's like you're in a one person marriage. You're in a marriage that's all by yourself. All right. And before anybody criticize, yes, I am married. You don't see the ring because I'm at work. And I do construction, which is dangerous with rings on your finger. All right, so so I'm speaking from the position of a married person. All right, and the reason I say like all right, because we all know there's a Bible verse that say God hates divorce, and that is true. Why? Because He wants us to stay married for life, and He wants marriages to work. And when they don't, it's very sad and it's very messy a lot of times when they end. And someone gets hurt. Somebody gets hurt. And but the thing is, once a woman cheat, look, you can number one, the marriage is never the same again. Because that'll always be in the back of your head. And I'm talking from a male perspective because I believe that men should mentor the men. And the elderly women, definitely the elderly women, should mentor the women. Unfortunately, our elderly women, this baby boomer generation, men included, just have done our generation very bad. But I'm speaking to the men because I relate to the men. I am a man, and I want to mentor young men and older men as well, but especially our young men. And when she cheats, it's never going to be the same. And you can try to make it back to what it was, but I'm telling you, it's always going to be in the back of your head. And it's going to make it so much more easier to leave the marriage, because that, God hates divorce, but He did allow for one exception, and that is infidelity. And a lot of times infidelity is just your word against hers, or vice versa. But God sometimes always doesn't spell things straight out for you. A lot of times God gives us discernment and gives things to us in context clues. So unless you have a videotape or you walking in seeing that in the act, you don't really know unless you know through the context clues, and there's different ways where you can prove it without just actually seeing it in the act. There are different ways, and and God tells you. God tells you. He lets you know. And I'm not just talking about being insecure and like, oh, I see you up talking to that dude. Who's he? And, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about, you got concrete evidence that that if you present before a court of law in a divorce case, the judge can say, yes, that is proof of infidelity. If you have anything like that, God allows you to get divorced. He doesn't want you to, but He allows you to, because He knows how hard and difficult it is. Why? Because God is married to, will be married to the church. And the God of the Old Testament, His wife was essentially, pre-church age was Israel. And the church, the Gentile church, is grafted in. But I'm just telling you, that's the biggest thing right there. when she cheats, it changes the whole dynamic of the relationship, and it's never the same again. And you could try to make it work, but eventually it is no fault of the woman herself, but she can't help but to not be attracted to a man that takes back a cheating woman, because she looks at it like he's weak. Over time, it just fades. It just fades. So if she cheats, if it's not the end of if you don't end the relationship right then and there today, it's the slow death. It's the beginning of the end of that relationship. And unless she changes and just totally turns around, if she is who she is, it's just gonna get progressively worse and worse and worse until it's like y'all not even talking. Forget seeing each other or having intimacy. Y'all not even talking to each other no more. And it's just like, what are we even doing? Let's just go our separate ways. But sorry for this somber video, but sometimes guys need to hear it, and we need to bond as a community. I'm here with you. I've been in relationships before. I've been in situations before, and I've dealt with a wide variety of things. So I know what you're going through. I've been there. I've done that. And we're here to support each other. So join the community. Go ahead, subscribe. Peace, blessings to all.